So you want to change your life, but you're procrastinating on it. You've tried so hard up to this point to finally make a change for your life. You're an ambitious person who just wants more for themselves, but you just can't seem to start. You can't seem to be consistent. And even when you make some progress, you fall back into a rut soon after. I understand you. I was in the exact same position as you are in right now, and I hated it. I felt awful. I felt guilty and ashamed that I couldn't force myself to do simple actions. But slowly but surely, over 2 years of honest effort and hard work, I've made massive progress. My physique is the best it's ever been, and I've made massive breakthroughs in YouTube as well. I've only gotten to this point because I spent 2 years learning this one lesson. And if you learn, I'm going to tell you this lesson right now, it's going to shortcut you all of that time I spent. It's genuinely going to save you at least a year and a half, at least. But only if you listen to it and actually apply it. It's such a weird lesson, but when you apply it, it's genuinely going to save you all that time, and it will make you stop procrastinating. The biggest lesson that I had to learn the hard way was that slow and steady wins the race. Now, before you click off this video, I want you to know that I'm being dead serious. Like the tortoise and the hare, where the tortoise, even though it's so much slower than the bunny, it still caught up and it won the race because it was just slow and steady. It was consistent. Meanwhile, the hare, the bunny, it wasn't consistent. It was fast, sure, but it couldn't keep up with the speed. It couldn't keep up the pace. The same things happen to us when we try to apply new things. Habits, especially negative habits, are powerful. They're extremely hard to break. People who are drug addicts, for example, they spend years in rehab and therapy, and even then they struggle with it, right? So you can imagine something that you've been doing your whole life is difficult to stop. Or something completely new, something that's life-changing, is very hard to start. I was in the same position as you, and because I didn't know this lesson, I started by applying 100 things at once. I was trying to do this new thing and this new thing and stop this thing. And it ended up with me doing none of those. I ended up wanting to stop all of these things and wanting to start all of these things, but I didn't do anything. I did nada, zero, because I just didn't apply 1 or 2 things at once. I'm being dead serious here. Applying 1 or 2 things at once is probably the maximum anyone can do, because you just get overwhelmed. That's the biggest thing here. You get overwhelmed, and procrastination, one of the biggest things that cause procrastination is overwhelm. If you make yourself do so many things at once, you're essentially creating procrastination for yourself. You are going to be better off when you do 1 to 2 to 3 things maximum than applying all these new things and trying to start all these new things at once. Because your attention is going to be diverted. It's going to be everywhere at once. And you can't deal with that. The human brain doesn't like overwhelm. The human brain likes order, cleanliness. That's why you like when you're clean, when your room is clean. It's because it likes order. It likes things being in place, and only a few things being different. At most, 1, 2, 3 things. Anything else, your brain starts going into panic mode, overdrive, and that's where you completely stop everything and you go into a rut again. You go back to where you were beforehand. This works for any goal, by the way, not just changing your life. You're the ambitious person who wants to completely level up their finances or to completely change their body. I get that. And going slow and steady goes there as well. For reference, my first video, it took me months to upload it. And afterwards, you think that I'd be so consistent and I'd be uploading daily, I'd be working on it. But no, I uploaded my first ever video, and then a month passed before I made an actual second video. You know, nowadays I'm uploading 1 video every single day. And today I'm recording 4 videos. I'm doing a week's worth of work in 2 days. Today is the 3rd video. This is the 3rd video, by the way. I wish I could go back to my younger self and tell myself to go slow, to go steady, because not only are you overwhelming yourself, you're causing procrastination, But you're also feeling bad because of it. You're making yourself feel worse than you need to just because you're not going slow and steady. I know it sounds like I'm an old man telling you a lesson, but going slow and steady truly does win the race. And as I mentioned earlier, I spent 2 years learning this stuff, and there's tons of other lessons in here that I just couldn't pack in. If you want me to shortcut you the 2 years that I spent on learning about procrastination, I do procrastination coaching. You can get your free consultation and skip all of that time that I spent by getting your free consultation in the description. Click the link.